Alright guys, we started our car shopping. This was the first vehicle I looked at. Very impressed. I told Lolita with a couple weeks of work I could have this back on the road and running and scooting around the island no problem. She didn't have the same enthusiasm that I had. She's never been a Jeep lover. And so anyway, she said it rains too much in the Philippines, so we need something with a top on it and a windshield and an engine and lights. So we had to pass on this vehicle here. So we moved on to something else. But this was one, old Willys here. It's four-wheel drive. I think it's like a CJ3B. Doesn't have any engine in it. It's got the front axle, it's got the rear axle, and that is pretty much it in the frame. It's got a lot of body rust and kind of neat, but is what it is. I know I say that a lot, but yeah, Lolita wasn't all that thrilled and wasn't that interested in buying it, so we moved on to something else. The second vehicle we looked at here was a Ford Galaxy, probably of a mid-60s variety. I told Lolita we could have this up and running in a couple weeks as well. Nothing like an American-made iron to cruise the superhighways of the Philippines. She did not like this vehicle either. She thought it was going to need too much work. So we did a little shopping here, and she wanted to pass on this. Once again, she wanted a vehicle with a windshield in it. Alright guys, this is where our third choice for a vehicle was a Toyota. This is a Toyota, what they consider the Hilux, which basically is your Toyota pickup. And this is the Conquest line. It's got a 2.8 liter diesel motor in it with a 6-speed automatic transmission. It was used. It's a 2001 model. Has about 30,000 kilometers on it, which is, gosh, I don't know what is that. It's like 18,000 miles on it. It's relatively good shape. It's the emotional red, they call this, emotional red. I'm not sure why. It's pretty fancy as far as I'm concerned. You know, when I left the U.S., my newest vehicle was I think my truck was an '08 or an '09, and my motorcycle was an '08 or an '07. So this technology has changed a little bit. It's got that key start thing, that push button start, that you just got to have the key in your pocket and it starts up. It's going to take a little bit getting used to that. It's got like this tailgate assist thing that helps lower and opens the tailgate. I don't know, they were rave reviews about it. I don't know, it just kind of seems like it makes the tailgate lighter. It does have one scratch in the tailgate, but you know, when you buy used, that's what happens. It's in good shape. Lolita fell in love with it when she saw the purple in the seat covers there. My wife's favorite color is purple. So once we had that down, that pretty much was the end of the negotiations. I don't think these are leather. I think it's just vinyl covers that got Toyota emblems on them. One of the things I did notice in the reviews that the auto enthusiasts were saying was that they don't option, Toyota doesn't option a leather seat on this model, even though the Conquest is I guess the top package. They don't offer it. So anyway, so it does. One thing I like about it, like turn knobs for the AC, for the radio volume, all that stuff. I don't have to be pushing a lot of buttons. It's got some simple stuff in it that works pretty well. I haven't even read the owner's manual, which is in the glove box. I need to figure some things out about it. One thing I can tell you I do not like about it is they tinted the windshield. The windshield is tinted like this super limo dark tint, and I've never cared for that. You see how dark that is? I have trouble seeing at night as it is, and they put that on there, and I'm blind as a bat. Even driving during the day, and if I got my sunglasses on, it's hard to see. So I'm considering maybe just having that taken off, or at least reduced, so I can peek out the bottom of the windshield. But the other thing is it has sensors on it, kind of like, I don't know what their what you would call them, but obstacle sensors. So when you get close to something on the side, the front, the back, it starts beeping on you. The only problem is here in the Philippines, everything is pretty tight. This little road we drive into our property, it's It's got bushes and fences, and I'm just barely squeaking by, and that thing, a sensor, is just beeping off its head, telling me that what we're doing. But anyways, I don't know if I can turn that on or off or what, but that is, oh, and by the way, the jackfruit in the back did not come with the truck. We purchased that separately. I guess it has a rear window defroster for those cold, frosty mornings in the Philippines. I'm not sure where this truck is assembled or built. I'm going to do a little more research on that and find out. It's a very popular model, I guess, sold in Southeast Asia. Australia has a lot of them. New Zealand have a lot of them. So does come with a manual transmission. That's the standard, and the automatic is an option for it. So we'll see. It seems to be a nice little running truck. It's not gonna key not detected. Turn off vehicle. All right, let me see what I got going here. All right, see, I don't always turn the vehicle off for some reason. I'm not sure why it does that to me, but it does. But anyways, I'm just gonna set the keys in here so I don't lose them, and we'll enjoy it. We'll have it. Alita drove it yesterday. She was the first one to drive it. I test drove it. She didn't want to test drive it because of the city we were in. Tag B is kind of crazy. I test drove it. She drove yesterday over to her cousin's house to give out some pasaluga, and so I'll keep you updated on the truck and how it goes and everything. Going to go down in Monday hopefully and get the oil changed, get a fuel filter in it, so I can start out fresh and know what I got. And we're going to go from there, guys. All right, thanks.